Hello everyone, this is John and I'm going to walk you through how to buy Bitcoin with the Cash App today. This is the Cash App on the screen at the top. It's actually owned by Square, so it's a very reputable company. I'm going to go ahead and click open because I've already downloaded it. So we're going to open the Cash App. By default, it opens up to the send or request money screen. So the Cash App's driven by the five icons at the lower part of the screen. Right now, the middle icon is the $sign. And this is how you would use Cash App like Venmo. You could either request money from someone or pay money to someone that has the Cash App. What we're going to use today is we're actually going to buy Bitcoin. So before we can buy Bitcoin, the Cash App must be connected to, I recommend, your debit card. You can connect it to your bank account, routing number, and so forth, but that's really not the best solution for buying Bitcoin. The fastest is always to use your debit card. So right now on the very left-hand side of the icons on the bottom, it says $1K. That means I have a balance. If it was 3 lines with a roof, it looks like a little bank or an institution on there. If you would click that, again, it's over here on the left, that's where it'll take you to your cash balance. And again, if you're just starting out, it'll be 0 at the top there. I have $1,097. And then the last in the list here is linked accounts, and that's where you would go. It may also say something like add debit card, add credit card. Again, I recommend debit card. It's the fastest way to get your Bitcoin out of the Cash App without any delays. So you'd click that and it'll link up your debit card. They've got a couple of fancy ways you can do it. You can put in your bank's username and password and it's linked up through that technology. Again, this is a Square app, so it's very reputable. Then if we look at the icons at the bottom again, the 5 icons, there's one that's second from the right. It's in between the $sign and the clock, and that is the squiggly line. It's going to start off at stocks, and this is like a slider. If you just click the word Bitcoin, it switches over to Bitcoin. So now you can see here we can buy Bitcoin, which is the blue pill looking button on the left, and the one with the airplane is to send Bitcoin. And right now, the $32,837.13, that's the actual price of Bitcoin right now, or value of Bitcoin. Unfortunately, that's not my Bitcoin balance. And then underneath that, you can also see there's the charts. You can look at 1 day, 1 week, so forth. So they give you good information on Bitcoin here, but we're going to buy Bitcoin. And this screen pops up, and this drop down is just asking, is it a one-time purchase? What's kind of cool is you can set this up to daily or weekly buy Bitcoin if you want to buy it on a regular basis. But we're going to keep this selected at one-time purchase. And the boxes underneath will change as you use the app. So for example, my other wallet or my other Cash App application has different numbers because I bought different amounts. So you'll see these are small numbers here. If you want to put in a specific dollar amount, that's where you'd click these 3 dots on the lower right of these 6 squares, and then you can type in the amount you want. Now let's say that you're going to send $1,000 or $2,000, but this is the first time you're using the Cash App. I would recommend, unless you're buying Bitcoin to hold it, that you send a smaller amount. The reason is Cash App can sometimes get caught in their KYC process, and that I've seen be delayed for a day or 2 even. So let's say Bitcoin is dropping, you've bought Bitcoin, you're trying to send it to someone else, and your value of your Bitcoin is going down as you're waiting for KYC. So I always recommend doing a small transaction and then come back and doing the remainder at that point. So today I'm going to go ahead and purchase $100 of Bitcoin. I'm going to click next. And I'm not going to allow it to use Face ID. Now I will have to put in my cash PIN. This says confirm your cash PIN. If you've not set this up, it will actually prompt you to set this up for the first time. So just like any other PIN, it'll ask you to put it in once, then a second time to confirm. I'm just going to enter mine in. Of course, on the video, it will be paused so you don't know my PIN. And now you'll see we've got the confirm your Bitcoin purchase of $100. Funding is Cash App. I've got the amount. So that funding source will most likely say your bank or your card. It says something like that there. The amount are in Satoshis. Those are just like pennies are to dollars, Satoshis are to Bitcoins, if you will. The exchange right now is $32,710.98, and I'm buying BTC. And the total Bitcoin purchase is $97.71 because that's how much Bitcoin I'm going to get, because there's a fee of $2.29 for a total cost of $100. I'm going to confirm that. Now, this is the first time I bought and sent Bitcoin from this Cash App application, so it's going to ask me for my email address. Of course, for the video, this will be blacked out.